Hi, I'm River. All my life, I dreamed of the perfect wedding day. White roses, string quartet, and my dream guy, Blake. After dating for 3 years, everything was finally falling into place. I was in my dress, a mermaid cut that took 6 months to find, when I realized I'd left my something borrowed bracelet in the bridal suite. Just 15 minutes until we start. My dad checked his watch, pacing outside the door. "One sec, Dad. Forgot something important." I rushed down the hallway, heels clicking on marble. I heard voices behind the bridal suite door. Weird. Everyone should have been downstairs by now. I pushed it open and froze. There was Blake, my fiancé, with his pants halfway down, pressing Jessica against the vanity. My maid of honor. My best friend since college. What the hell is this? My voice came out as a whisper. They jumped apart like teenagers caught by parents. Jessica fumbled with her bridesmaid dress, face flushed. "River, this isn't, I can explain," Blake stammered, zipping up. "Explain what? That you're screwing my maid of honor on our wedding day?" "River, honey, please." Jessica reached toward me. "Don't you dare honey me." I backed away, bumping into someone. Eleanor, Blake's mother. Instead of looking shocked, she just sighed. "Well, this is unfortunate timing." "You knew?" The betrayal doubled. Eleanor straightened her designer jacket. "Dear, I never thought you were right for my son. Too ordinary. Jessica's family has connections we need." "You encouraged this?" My voice cracked. "Let's be practical. The Wilsons need the Richardson merger. Jessica's father sits on their board." I looked between the three of them, my fiancé, best friend, and almost mother-in-law, and something inside me snapped. I yanked off my engagement ring and threw it at Blake's feet. "The wedding's off. You can explain to everyone why." I ran past my confused father, grabbed my purse and car keys, and peeled out of the venue parking lot while my phone exploded with texts. I drove for hours, mascara streaming down my face until I found myself in Millfield, the small town where my Aunt Maggie had lived. She'd passed away 3 months ago, leaving me her struggling bakery. I'd been too busy with wedding plans to deal with it. Now it seemed like a perfect hideout. The Sweet Memories bakery sign flickered in the twilight as I parked. I hadn't been here since I was a kid. When I pushed open the door, a bell jingled. A woman with curly hair looked up from wiping down counters. "Sorry, we're closed." She stopped. "Wait, are you Maggie's niece?" I nodded, suddenly aware of my tear-streaked face and wedding dress. "I'm Maya. I managed the place for your aunt. Are you okay?" "Not really." I collapsed into a chair. "I just need somewhere to stay tonight." Maya made me tea while I explained the disaster. "You can stay in the apartment upstairs," she said. "It's been empty since, well, you know." "Just for tonight," I said, exhausted. "I'll figure things out tomorrow." But as I climbed the stairs to Aunt Maggie's old apartment, clutching the spare key Maya had given me, I had no idea what tomorrow would bring. I woke up the next morning to the smell of fresh bread. After washing my face, I found a t-shirt and jeans in Aunt Maggie's closet that almost fit. Downstairs, Maya was pulling muffins from the oven. "Morning. You look better without raccoon eyes and a wedding dress." "Thanks, I guess." I surveyed the empty shop. "Slow morning?" Maya sighed, setting down the baking tray. "Every morning's slow lately. Your aunt was the heart of this place. After she got sick, customers dwindled. We're barely making rent." "How bad is it?" She pulled out a folder stuffed with papers. 3 months behind on utilities. Equipment needs repairs, but we've got about 20 die-hard regulars who keep us afloat." "Why keep it open then?" "For Maggie, and because of them." She nodded toward the door as an elderly couple entered. "Where's our cinnamon rolls, Maya? Harold here gets cranky without his Thursday fix." "Coming right up, Mrs. Parker." Maya winked at me. "That's what I mean. They've been coming every Thursday for 15 years. After they left, Maya lowered her voice. "There's something else. Some company called Wilson Properties keeps sending offers to buy this place. Getting pushy about it, too." My stomach dropped. "Wilson Properties? You're sure?" "Yeah, why?" "That's my ex's family business. Real estate development." "Small world. Last letter said the offer expires end of month. Then they'd pursue alternative measures, whatever that means. The bell jingled again. A guy in a rumpled suit grabbed a coffee cup like he owned it and filled it himself. Daniel, meet Maggie's niece, River. He nearly spilled his coffee. The mystery heir. Maya mentioned you inherited this place. I'm not staying, I said automatically. Just hiding out from my disaster wedding. Daniel's our resident lawyer, Maya explained. And best tipper. Only because you let me refill for free. He smiled. If you need help sorting out the bakery situation, drop by my office. No charge for Maggie's family. After he left, I wandered into the kitchen and found a leather-bound book. Aunt Maggie's handwriting filled the pages with recipes. Her secret collection, Maya said. She never wrote these down before she got sick. I flipped through pages of maple bacon scones and lavender shortbread. Something clicked. What if we tried these? Specialty items to bring in new customers? While Maya considered it, I checked my phone for the first time since yesterday. Dozens of missed calls. But worse, Blake's Instagram already showed him and Jessica at some rooftop bar, her hand displaying my ring. That was fast, I muttered. My phone rang. Blake's number. What do you want? River, stop being dramatic. You left without discussing arrangements. Arrangements? For what? Our non-wedding? The bakery property in Millfield? My family's been trying to buy it for months. So that's why you're calling. Not to apologize? Business is business. We need that corner lot to complete our development package. Go to hell, Blake. I hung up and immediately called Daniel's office. I need to know what Wilson Properties is planning for Millfield. 2 hours later, I was staring at maps spread across Daniel's desk. They're buying up the entire historic district. 6 properties so far. Your aunt's bakery is one of 3 holdouts blocking their luxury condo development. If they get all the properties, the small businesses get bulldozed, the town loses its character, property values skyrocket. I thought about Blake, Jessica, and Eleanor, their smug faces, their betrayal. Then I looked at Aunt Maggie's recipe book in my hands. Daniel, I'm going to need more than legal advice. I think I'm staying in Millfield after all. The next morning, I posted photos of Aunt Maggie's chocolate lavender tarts on the bakery's dusty social media accounts. By noon, we had a line out the door. I haven't seen the place this busy in 2 years, Maya whispered as she rang up customers. A woman with bright red hair introduced herself. I'm Olivia. I own the bookshop down the street. These tarts are incredible. Later, she returned with coffee. The Wilson vultures have been circling all of us. They already got Frank's Hardware and Betsy's Salon. Wait, I was engaged to Blake Wilson? You were engaged to the guy whose family is trying to destroy our neighborhood? That's some karma. I pulled out a map. What if we form some kind of coalition? I've been trying to organize the holdouts for months. With your insider knowledge, we might have a shot. 2 weeks later, Daniel stood in Olivia's packed bookstore cafe, pointing at property maps. Wilson Properties has been falsifying environmental reports and bribing inspectors, and this tiny lot between the development and Main Street is crucial for their access. Bank foreclosure? Auction next week? Minimum bid $15,000? I calculated the bakery's recent profits. I can swing that. 3 days after winning the auction, Blake called. What the hell do you think you're doing? Running a bakery? Why? That lot wasn't part of our agreement. We don't have an agreement, Blake. You cheated on me, remember? That afternoon, a black SUV pulled up. Blake and Eleanor stormed in. I pressed record on my phone. This childish revenge game stops now, Eleanor snapped. You're interfering with a multi-million-dollar development. Blake slammed his hand on the counter. You think you're so clever. You've got no idea who you're messing with. Is that a threat? It's reality, Eleanor hissed. We have connections with every bank in this county. One word from us, and your loan applications get denied. Inspectors will find health violations. Suppliers will stop delivering. So you're threatening to sabotage a legitimate business because I won't sell? We're explaining consequences, Blake said. Take the money and go back to whatever sad little life you had planned. After they left, I called the number Daniel had given me. Samantha Carter, Millfield Gazette. I have a story about Wilson Properties you might want to hear. The expose ran Sunday. By Monday, the mayor was investigating. By Friday, Blake returned alone. $3 million for the bakery and the lot. Final offer. I looked around at the bustling bakery, at Maya teaching new staff, at the Save Historic Millfield posters. No thanks. $5 million then. Name your price. I smiled. It's not about the money, Blake. Actually, Blake, I have a counteroffer. I slid a folder across the counter. You should take a look. His smug expression faltered as he flipped through the pages. What is this? Evidence packages? One copy's with the DA, another with the State Business Ethics Committee, and the third with the IRS. Your family's pattern of permit fraud, tax evasion, and environmental violations is pretty impressive. You can't prove anything. Oh, but I can. Samantha's follow-up article runs tomorrow, featuring interviews with contractors you've threatened and officials you've bribed. Plus, your mom's recorded threats were just the cherry on top. Blake loosened his tie. What do you want? Wilson Properties sells all Millfield acquisitions to our newly formed community trust at 40% below what you paid. That's insane. My family would lose millions. Better than losing everything when the investigations finish. Oh, and Eleanor steps down from the company board. My mother would never. She will when the board sees these. I tapped another folder. Financial records showing she personally authorized the bribes. The company might survive with her as the scapegoat. Blake stormed out, but 3 days later, his father, Richard Wilson, requested a meeting at Daniel's office. You've put us in quite a position, Miss Anderson. Richard looked exhausted. The board is concerned about these allegations. Daniel laid out our terms, pointing to document sections with sticky notes. This is highway robbery, Richard muttered. No, it's accountability, I replied. Your family tried to destroy this town. Sign or tomorrow we go public with everything. He signed. 2 weeks later, the Millfield Historic District Trust became official owners of 7 downtown properties. Olivia was elected chairperson. To the woman who saved downtown? Olivia raised her glass at our celebration party in the bakery. To all of us, I corrected, looking around at my new friends. Maya nudged me. Check this out. She showed me her phone, an Instagram post from Jessica. Starting fresh in NYC. Some men never change. #single again, #moving on. The photo showed Blake arguing with someone in a restaurant background. Karma works fast, I laughed. By summer, we'd opened the second Sweet Memories location in the neighboring town. Maya managed the original while I handled expansion. Daniel and I were spending more time together, both professionally and otherwise. The bell over the door jingled one afternoon. Blake stood there, looking disheveled in wrinkled clothes. River, you look good. What do you want? The company's tanking. Dad's selling what's left. Jessica left me for some Wall Street guy. Everything's falling apart. That sounds like a you problem. I made a mistake. The biggest mistake of my life. He stepped closer. I miss you. We could start over. Are you serious right now? I'm different. I've changed. Everything I thought I wanted, the family business, the connections, none of it matters. You were the real thing. Wow. I actually laughed. 6 months ago, I might have given anything to hear that. But now, I don't even think about you anymore. Please, River. I'm sorry. I'm really, truly sorry. I looked around at my thriving bakery, thought about my expanding business, my new friends, my blossoming relationship with Daniel. Your apology means nothing to me, Blake. But thanks for stopping by. You should try the lavender shortbread on your way out. It's on the house. I turned my back and walked into the kitchen, leaving him standing alone as customers flowed around him like he wasn't even there. What would you have done in River's shoes? Would you have completely rejected Blake's apology like she did? Or would you have considered forgiving him after seeing how his life fell apart? Is permanent rejection of someone who hurt you the path to healing? Or does it just keep you tied to the past? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating stories about overcoming toxic relationships. New videos every day.